she's definitely treating us like she's Diana Ross and we the Supreme. Right. No. Better yet, she's Gladys Knight and we the pimps.
Tasha got Kandi mad. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Sami Sampi. Let's talk about episode 4 of SWV and Xscape, the Queen of R&B. Let's get right into it, y'all. We have Coco and Tash. The ladies are working out. Can you imagine those ladies are in their 50s and they are looking chef kiss? They're catching up and they're talking about what happened the previous day with the ladies of Xscape, coming up with the news that they don't want a co-headline, they want a headline. And Taj is highly disappointed.
The Bronx like, bitch, who you talking to?
And Coco is disappointed too. They explain that the girls are on their BS. They have worked with the very best group of R&B.
It's a pleasure working with Vogue. It was a pleasure working with TLC.
En Vogue, who I loved En Vogue. Even though I was very young when their music came out, those ladies are so talented. Like, for those of you that don't know about them, it's like having like, I think it was like 5, 6 of them. It's like having like Beyonce, like Tan 4, or like they sing and dance Beyonce level. That's like how talented En Vogue ladies are. Yeah, they feel disrespected by the ladies of Xscape. And honestly, I understand, but as I've said before, they could just negotiate. At the end of the day, it is business. Maybe y'all can find a way to come into an agreement that would work for the both of you. Next scene, we have Lily and the manager. Lily is still working on her erotica book, and Chalet, the stuff I heard, and I'm like, was it with like a priest and stuff? Oh yeah, Lily is a freak. The manager comes in, she makes him, she reads him some part of it and he's listening like, And then they talk about what happened the previous night and they agree that they are disappointed. Lily does not understand why things are so complicated, but Lily is working on other things. She's saying, listen, I've already gone through stuff, when the group first disbanded, and she's not going to go through that again. Now she's making sure that she's diversifying her income, which is the reason why she has been working on her erotica book. And I'm like, kudos to you, you're doing the right thing. Next scene, we have Taj and Tamika meeting at the restaurant. It's like a crepe restaurant, and honestly, the food sounds delicious. Tamika comes in looking good and she is ready. She's taking notes. And they're talking about the creative ideas that they have for the show. And Tamika have some grand ideas. They go back and forth.
Get a turning stage, we can really actually get something made almost like a house or
that would have different rooms when it turns.
Yes.
And I was waiting for them to talk about what happened the previous day, but they don't mention it. And I was like, this is weird. Like, why don't y'all talk about the fact that the SWV ladies wants to headline and you want to co-headline? Like, why don't y'all talk about that? That scene was really weird. I wonder if that scene was filmed before they had that discussion. Like, how come you have such a big discussion and you literally, on the next time y'all see each other, don't talk about it? That scene was weird, but it was also nice to see them talking about what they want to do. Tamika is really involved in this. She is not playing games. She's saying that she didn't used to do that, but now she really wants to do more. And I'm like, yeah, Tamika is about the money. She really is about her money, and she's willing to try new things, to do things that's going to help her elevate herself in the group and in her pocket. All the ladies are meeting at Taj's house, and even Tasha comes in with the creative director, and she is giving all her ideas. We can see that Tosha is making face and stuff.
Speakers, you want to take that away from me, that's fine, because you've already taken the...
And I was like, what's going on? But then Kandi was laughing because she knows that Tasha was pissed, because apparently those are the things that Tasha used to do. So Tamika was coming up with the ideas. Some ideas they liked, some others they didn't like much more, especially the one about them coming in on like with some horses and stuff like that. But in general, the ladies are really appreciative. Tocha is the one that's not appreciative because she said she's been working on it before, but a part of me is like, why aren't you working on it this time again? Why are you mad when you could literally take charge? You could reach out to the creative director or reach out to your sister and you all work on it since you've been doing it for years and you have the experience. Don't be mad when people is taking charge of things that you're not interested anymore. And that is the conundrum with Tasha. She has like 1 foot outside and one other inside. Why are you mad if you know in your heart that you want to leave the group? So yeah, I she's a lot. She's a lot. But then Taj is like, well, we're talking about all those things, but we still didn't agree if we're going to co-headline or headline. Like, did y'all talk about it among each other and stuff like that? And when they're doing that, the ladies are eating on that little ham she had. And then Tasha was
Let's co-headline. No, we're there. We're there. Co-headliner, man. Let's just leave it at co-headliner.
My group member.
and he was pissed because she's like, you just made a decision for all of us without talking to us. The reason why Kandi has been so adamant about it is because she already agreed with most of the group member that they wanted to headline. So you coming in and saying you want to co-headline is a decision you made on your own. I understand, Kenzie. At the same time, I do feel that it was better for them to co-headline rather than escape headlining just for that one show. Then plans are made, and they're basically organizing who is going to take care of what, the creative side, the set list, and it's really nice. Like, this is the part that I really like because we see what it takes to put a show of that caliber together. We can see that the ladies are all participating in their ways. They're working in group. They're like really, really hands-on. And even though I do have knowledge about what it takes to work on this type of show because I worked in entertainment for years, it's really nice for like the viewer to even be able to like have a glimpse of the work that it takes to put something like that. Scene, we have Kenzie, is at the studio, she is singing and everything. Then we have Coco coming with her son. Those two are always together, okay? And they have a good talk. They talk about the set list, the type of music that they want. They agree that they want to start with the hit and end with the hit. This is also very interesting because we understand how they want the set list to be, how they want to keep people entertained. Coco mentioned that she doesn't want people to get to sleep because a lot of their songs are like on the slow side, so they want to keep people entertained. So we understand, we look at them putting together the set list that they have, the thought process behind it. Once again, I thought that was great. Then Tasha comes in and she is bringing zero energy. She is bringing nothing. A part of me was like, girl, you might as well not have come. She has no idea. She has nothing to bring. She said she hasn't been thinking about it. It is highly annoying, especially for Kandi. But as far as we've seen, Kandi didn't say anything mean or anything like that, even though we can see that she's not happy about Tasha lack of participation. And at this point, I'm just like, Tasha, can you just like go and focus on your gospel album because it is obvious you are not interested. Next, we have Tamika and Taj, who are in charge of the creative side. So they go into the place where they're supposed to work with the group, but it's looking like a church. So they're not really sure if they are at the correct place. But then they go in and it is not looking like a church like that. So they talk to the creative director, they're giving them all the ideas that they have, and as they're doing that, we see the amount of money that is going to take, and the budget keeps on increasing, and the creative director is like, girl, you're going too far, we cannot do all of that, this is out of budget. But it seems like the main things that they do want to do, they will be able to get done. So yeah, was really nice. The energy, both ladies are invested in this, so it was nice to see them. Next, we see Kandi who is visiting Don Juan. I'm like, hey, Don Juan. They're busy, they're talking about their business endeavor, but she is telling him about the difficulties that she had planning a show with the Escape ladies. They never get along and she is tired. She's also proceeding to tell him everything that happened with Tasha, the behavior that she's had, the fact that she is working on a solo album. And Don Juan really had some word of wisdom for her here.
He really don't want to deal with us, period.
Don't make somebody a priority that makes you an option.
And I was like, yeah, he told you what you gotta do. You better take note of that and move along. And I know that Kandi will. Next scene, we have Coco and her son with Taj. They are going to go and look for outfit at Prest, who is Rashida from Love and Hip Hop shop. And the son is helping them. He's a fashionista, so he wants to help his mom and everything. So then Coco tells Taj about her son, future endeavor and plan. She is telling her that her son does not want to go to dentistry school anymore. He wants to focus on the music, and Taj had the best word of advices for him.
About it. Let me tell you have an amazing voice. You are so talented. It's gonna be there. You can have them both.
Megan.
And Coco is like, man, I should have done talk to you first instead of taking him to my grandmom and everything that Tash said is correct. I myself said it into my review. Why can't you just do both? But he's saying that dentistry really made him, depressed and stuff. And she's like, dentistry? She's like, well, it was other things, but that among. And a part of me is like, you know what? If you don't want to do dentistry, do something that's going to allow you to even have a future, just in case the music thing does not work. Taj is giving him the right advices. She has the right word, and she really has that motherly figure, and he is listening to her. And I'm like, oh, I hope that he's really actually going to do the things that they talked, and actually go do business school, go do like the business of music, do something, right? Do something, because he is extremely talented, but the music industry is cut through, and you want to have a plan B. Next, we have the ladies of Xscape rehearsing because they have a show coming in, but it's -1 because Tasha is not there. So we have Kandi, Tamika, and Tiny, and they are singing, child. They're doing a pretty good job. And a part of me is like, man, the three of them can just do it, really. And yet they're singing, and then Kenti's like, where's Tasha at? Then they call the manager, and the manager doesn't really have the word, but she's telling that she's not going to come. She's also not going to be able to make it to sound check, but she will be at the show. And Kendi is getting pissed, and she's saying, this here.
Even know if she gonna be able to do the show like we need her to, because she's missed parts in rehearsal. I don't definitely treating us like she's Diana Ross and we the Supreme. No. Better yet, she's Gladys Knight and we the pimps.
Kandi is correct. She has the right to not be happy with Tasha missing session, not even communicating with them. I don't even know if they have a number. It's just a mess, really. Like, she is showing them that she does not care, and they still have patience for her, and Kandi does not want to have patience for her anymore. On the other side, we have Tasha and her husband, who is about to sign a gospel, contract for, a contract for the gospel album that she wants to do. She's excited about it. She's saying that she's going to own her masters. I mean, it is a great moment for Tasha's career, right? So she is excited about it. This has been a long time coming. She never gave up, and it is finally happening. And the part of, I am happy for her because she is realizing a long time dream of hers, but it is sad because she's doing it to the detriment of Xscape. The least you could have done is to tell those ladies you were not going to make it to rehearsal. And then when her husband asked her about Xscape, she's bringing up a lot of stuff here.
They have come against you. They have come against my mom. A lot of things are happening that I'm not cool with.
And a part of me is like, this is some BS. You just don't feel like you want to be in that group anymore. I think that Tasha has bigger dreams for herself. And I think that she also has a lot of resentment for Kandi, who has been able to have an exceptional career outside of Xscape. And I think that a part of her feels that she deserves more because she thinks that she has a better voice than Kandi. And is her time now. I think that that's what is going on. And I think that I would have more appreciation for Tasha if she was being honest instead of making up stories that most of the time are just dated. Let me all know what you think in the comments, y'all. That was my review. Once again, this episode was great. There's a lot of scenes, a lot of drama. Tasha is doing those ladies wrong, and I feel like she better play her card right, because if this is not working, I'm not sure if she's going to be able to come back to Xscape like she did in the past. I'm just saying. Let me all know what you think in the comment, y'all. And for those of you that are new, hey, welcome. And I invite you to. And for those of you that have been here with me, supporting me, thank you all so much. And I'll see you all next week for a next episode review. Bye.